Welcome class. Today we will proceed further with kinds of verb. In our previous video we have discussed about transitive verb and intransitive verb. So today we will discuss verb of incomplete prediction. So before starting verb of incomplete prediction, let us have a quick revision of transitive and intransitive verb. So what is transitive verb? A verb that requires an object to complete its meaning is called a transitive verb. So, whenever the verb requires an object to complete its meaning, it is known as transitive verb. What is intransitive verb? Intransitive verb is a verb that does not require an object to make sense. It makes complete sense itself. So, an intransitive verb, it needs no object to complete its meaning. It is complete in itself. So now today we will proceed towards verb of incomplete prediction. So first some points are given that most verbs can be used both transitively and intransitively. So there are some verbs which can be used both transitively and intransitively. If we say we must eat food every day. So, eat has been used here transitively. The word eat is a verb which is used here as transitively. Why eat is transitive verb here? Because it is answering what? We must eat what every day? So, the answer comes food. We must eat food every day. So, the answer is coming for what? So, eat is being used transitively. But if we say we must eat every day, we have used it intransitively. So here we have used the verb eat intransitively because no what is being arrived here. We must eat every day what? No answer is coming. We must eat every day. It is completed in itself and no answer for what is coming. So the verb eat is used here as intransitively. So verbs therefore can be used transitively or intransitively. Now read these sentences. The boys flew kites. The birds flew away. We grow roses in our garden. These plants grow fast. She wrote a letter. She writes well. The referee stopped the game. The rain stopped long ago. The pirates sank the ship. The ship sank very fast. So, here some words are given, some verbs are given which are used transitively and intransitively both. See, the pirates sank the ship. Here the verb sank is coming. The same word sank comes in this sentence also. But this sank is used as transitively and this sank is used as intransitively. Why? Because the pirate sank what? The pirate sank the ship. The answer is coming. So, sank is a transitive verb. The ship sank very fast. What? No answer is coming. So, sank used here is intransitive. Now examine the sentences 3, 4 and 5 given on the previous page. So, here we will see 3, 4 and 5. Gas and coal are fuels. That dog looks dangerous. You appear happy today. So, some of the sentences are given. So, what does this say? In these sentences, are, looks and appear are neither transitive nor intransitive. So, here, are, looks, appear, they are neither transitive nor intransitive. They are called link verbs. So those verbs which are neither transitive nor intransitive, those verbs are called link or linking verb. If a transitive verb is followed by an object, a link verb is followed by a complement. So, see, whenever we are using transitive verb, it is followed by object. Here, kites are object. So, this verb is transitive verb. So, it is given that whenever, if we use transitive verb, it is always followed by an object. But when we use a link verb, it is always followed by a complement. So, in these sentences, what does it say? gas and coal are fuels. So here are is a linking verb, as it shows the complement that gas and coal, this both the things are what? Fuel. It is giving a complement that gas and coal are fuels. The dog looks dangerous. What does the verb look says? It is giving a compliment to the dog that the dog looks dangerous. So are, looks, appear, these all are what? These all are linking verb. So we can also say that linking verbs are also verb of incomplete prediction. So what is the definition of linking verb? The verb that need word or phrases to make complete sense are called verb of incomplete prediction or incomplete verb. So the definition of incomplete prediction or incomplete verb are what? That the verbs which needs word or phrases to make complete sense are called verb of incomplete prediction or linking verb. So these verbs needs word and phrases to complete it sentence. The number of link verbs is very few. The most common link verb is be, which has various forms. So link verbs are very few. We mostly learn about transitive and intransitive verb, but link verb is very few, like am, is, are, was, were, being, been. These all are what? Linking verb. Some other linking verbs are also appear, seen, become. These all are also example of linking verb. In some contexts, the word like feel, grow, look, taste, turn, smell, prove, come, fall, go, keep and sound are also called link verb. So some of the examples of link verb are given here. They are very few in number, and we always often read about transitive and intransitive verb, and the number of link verb is very few, and some of the examples are given here. The same verb therefore may be transitive verb or an intransitive verb in one sense and the link verb in another sense. So here it is said that the same verb can be sometimes used as transitive verb, intransitive verb or sometimes link verb. I felt the stones under my feet. Here felt is a transitive verb. The dead cannot feel, intransitive. Here feel is a intransitive verb. We all felt sad at the bad news. Here sad is a link verb. So can you smell smoke? Here smell is a transitive verb. Can you smell what? The answer is coming smoke. So smell is a transitive verb. I have got a cold and I can't smell. Smell is intransitive verb. The fish smells bad. Here bad is a linking verb. So these are some of the examples of transitive, intransitive and linking verb. So the sentences which we have read now is given that in sentences 1 and 4, stones and smokes are object. So they were known as transitive verb. In sentence 2 and 5, the verb feel and smell have no objects. So feel and smells were intransitive verb. In sentence 3 and 6, sad and bad are complements. So sentence 6 and 3 were having linking verb because they were followed by complements. So from this we came to know between transitive verb, intransitive verb and linking verb. Now we will come to direct and indirect object. Some verbs have two objects. So some verbs in a sentence, a verb contain two objects, like the magician gave the king a golden lamp. Here the word gave, this gave is a verb and it is consisting of two objects. What are the two objects? The king, a golden lamp. These both are two objects of the verb gave. Gave what? A golden lamp. Gave whom? The king. The answers to what question is the direct object. So whenever the answer comes for the word what, it is known as direct object. Here the magician gave what? The magician gave a golden lamp. So golden lamp is a direct object. The answer to whom question is in indirect object. So the answer which comes in place of whom is known as indirect object. The magician gave whom a golden lamp? So the answer is coming. The magician gave the king a golden lamp. So the king is an indirect object. So students, today we will do up to direct and indirect object. We will continue with the same chapter in our next video. Your homework is to go through the chapter up to taught. So that's all for today. Thank you.